Hi, my name is Juan Carlos Montenegro. I am originally from Ecuador, and I immigrated to United States for 20 years ago in 2001. And basically, my love and passion is for the young people and help young people in the process of growing up. Um, what is my story? I think my life has been, I'm going to reduce my story to the most that I can, but it's interesting because um, I never knew that I was dyslexic. So it is interesting because through high school and college, basically, well, through high school, I was never a good student. I was never a good person who got a good grade. I was an amazing guy who can help people out, who can be, out there and things like that. But in grades, I was like, oh my God, I cannot study. One of the points even is when I entered to high school in Ecuador, you need to take a test to be able to be accepted to the high school that you want to go. I failed all the tests. I actually was not. I was rejected from all the schools. And I am a believer. I believe in God in the sense I believe that the hands of God actually helped me to get to this Salesian school. And when I get to this Salesian school, which is a school, a congregation, a group of people who focus on helping young people, I learned that I was able to do many things that I couldn't do before. So I went to the missions in the middle of the jungle when I was 18 years old. And over there, I actually learned how to study because they put me as a teacher. And I was like, but I don't even know how to read. How do you want me to be a teacher? And they said, well, that's what I need from you. So you will be a teacher. So I became a teacher, and that process actually helped me to study. I went to university. I got my engineering in business. After that, I decided that I wanted to keep studying because it's a way to help other people. So I got my MBA, my Master in Business Administration. Then I got another Master's in Youth Ministry. And when I was 40 years old, decided to go for my doctorate. So I moved myself to Spain. Over there, I did my doctorate. It was interesting because we live in a community of religious where we actually pray every day. And every time they will ask me to read the readings. And one of the guys, he approached me and he said, you know what? I think you suffer of dyslexia. And I was like, what is that? And the guy said, well, just go and look for it. So I went online and checked, and I went to an institute over there in Spain, and effectively I was dyslexic. And I didn't know through all these years. So I think being, in a sense, kind of like my life has been easy, feeling rejected by the education system, especially in the high school, feeling that you are not the same when you are reading. I mean, those type of things, when you are a young person, really kind of like breaks you down. And my whole purpose in life is to make sure that no one else feels like that. So not every human being who is next to me, especially young people, I want them to feel like that. So that is why I educated myself. That's why I got my degrees. And that is why I got the coaching certificate, because I think that will give me the tool to say, hey, I'm a coach. Do you want me to help you? Because many people is like, oh, I'm a coach, but they don't have any degree. They don't have any certificate. But if someone is trained, I think this program is the most beautiful program, in my opinion, that I have learned. It gives me the tool to say, I'm a coach, I can help you. So that's a little bit of my story of life in a nutshell. After 20 years of working with young people, I realized that we need to do something deeper with them. We need to accompany them in a process that is way deeper. And I realized that even though I have my degrees in education, in everything, I realized that there was something missing. And I really thought about coaching as a primary tool to get into their young person, into their thought, and to help them to grow and to help them to see life in a different way. So that is what motivated me to get the coaching certificate. But right now, my business coaching is developing, because in reality, I never thought about the money, to be honest with you. And even when I need to charge someone for coaching, it's difficult sometimes. So I'm in the process of that. I have been working for the church for the last 20 years. So right now, my business in reality is helping the kids in the church, the kids from the different youth group activities, leadership teams, to really find themselves in a different way and to grow. So my business is that, it's just basically helping those kids that sometimes no one listens to them. Sometimes they grow up and they enter in this age when they're 15 years old, and really seems like parents and kids really don't connect. So they're not together. They don't understand, when in reality they're saying the same but in different perspectives. So my coaching business, in a sense, is to how to help them to open that communication and to have a better relationship between them. My vision for my coaching business is basically to have to help as many people as we can, and being able to help people who can afford the coaching and the people who actually cannot afford the coaching. So I want to do some type of organization where young people from our countries, from developing countries, who did not have the opportunity to pay for a coach, will be able to access, and at the same time kind of like survive with the people who can pay and can be able to pay for a coach and being able to help each other. So my business is, in a sense, to help everybody who comes and is willing to improve themselves. If you want to become a coach, I will recommend you to think, first of all, why do you want to become a coach? To ask your question to yourself, what is the reason that I want to become a coach? And I guess depending on the answer, you will make the decision to become a coach or not. It can be a selfish answer, like getting to know myself, because to be honest with you, once you want to get into the coaching process, you are challenged to think about who you are and who do you want to be. So it's not only thinking about other people, but also is thinking inside. So I think whatever answer that you have, even if it's kind of like, oh, I want to be coach because I want to get to know more myself, or I want to be coach because I want to help someone else, that is a beautiful opportunity to start something. Now, I want to challenge you. Is going to challenge your way of thinking, is going to challenge your way of being, and is going to give you a beautiful insight on how you can improve your own life in the future. What I would like to tell to someone younger than me is like, go for it, bro. Like, or sis, in the way how the young people talk. I think life is so short, and so many times, even right now with the whole pandemic that we're going through, we just need to take challenges. We just need to be able to live our life to the fullest. And I think being a coach actually gives you that chance, because when you are coaching someone else, you also are seeing someone else's perspective in your eyes. And that challenges you to be a better human being. But also you help them out to discover what they probably know, but they don't know how to put it into words. So with your right questions, you will actually help them to see what they already know, what they want to see. They're experts in their own life. So I'm going to say, if you're younger and you want to do something like this, go for it. I guarantee you that even in the 2 points that I was explaining, you even grow yourself, or you will be able to help other people out. And that is amazing. Transforming the world. For me, coaching is the tool and the beautiful opportunity to ask the right questions to help people to process their feelings. And that opens so many doors, because basically what it does is start breaking changes that they have in their own freedom that does not allow them to be who they can be. And asking those questions, that actually is a gift. And is a gift that you can develop through the coaching process, to the teachings, to the learning, and is a gift that will help many people. Coaching to me is basically breaking change. Coaching to me is basically breaking the changes that doesn't allow you to be free. The coaching training has changed my life in a really interesting way. And one of the things that I want to share with you is that I have been a youth minister for the last 20 years. And when you become a coach, they ask you to actually record the young people or record the person that you're coaching and ask them to go through the process. But what is amazing to me is many of the young people who have been working with me for 5 or 6 years at the coaching sessions, they will say, oh my God, no one has asked me that question before. And to me, it's like, come on. I mean, I've been 20 years working with young people, but I never gave myself the time to ask those questions that are important in the development of a young person. So to me, the coach and being part of becoming a coach has opened the doors to see life in a different way, a way that I never saw before, even though I consider myself someone who is really knowledgeable in the fact of youth ministry and working with young people in a church area. I learned, and I'm actually kind of like confirmed that I'm a crazy, passionate, loving person to try to transform the society. I mean, one of the things that that we did as a part of the exercise or the training is you got the Enneagram, and I am type 2. So I'm the person who can basically die to myself to able to help other people. And I think this has helped me to really enter in an understanding that I need to take care of myself to be able to take care of other persons. And I think that has been something that in the months of training, I actually confirmed that it is important to have a mental health okay, that like you need to be okay with yourself to be able to do something else for someone else. The program has helped me to really challenge me in a sense to do something different, you know. And I think it gives me the confidence to go and say, I can help you to do something, and if you want me to help you, here I am. You know, I think before, I mean, as a youth minister, you are there to help people, but sometimes you don't have all the tools per se or the degree per se. And in this case, the program gave me the basically the title to say, I'm here to help you, I can help you out. So that kind of is really, really cool. That is something that helped me out. Who is my biggest influence? I think my life has have so many people who have transformed my life in so many different ways that I don't think if those people wouldn't have been in my life, I will be here. So to say only one person, I think it will be a disservice to everybody who has made possible for me to be here today, you know? But if you ask me who are the people who have transformed my life, I say, I'm really quick, my mom. My mom in her loving, caring for other people has shown me that I need to do the same as my dad. I remember when I was a little kid in Ecuador, we have this tradition to put kind of like bags of candy where we will go in Christmas and give it to the people on the streets, the bags of candy or something like that. So I believe my parents have been a huge influence in who I am now. The other ones are the Salesians. I don't know if you guys know, but you probably can investigate. Saint John Bosco, he was born in 1815, and he actually got orphaned when he was 2 years old, and then he became this priest, and he actually created this congregation who is now in 134 countries in the world, and they help people in need. So to me, he was my whole inspiration. And indeed, in that Salesian world, there's a lot of people who have helped me to go to one place to another place. Actually, it's kind of like a family that I belong to. So to me, those are my biggest inspirations of who I am today, in a sense. And I want to be at least a good inspiration for someone. You know, if this video can change your life and make you think different, that's my goal. I mean, that to me is beautiful. So, and the same way as how many people have done the same. Even when you watch a YouTube video or something and just make you think differently, to me, that is the point. I mean, so when you ask me who is my biggest is kind of like difficult because there's a lot of people involved in that. What teacher has influenced me the most? Once again, I mean, it's difficult to pinpoint one person because I think many persons have done it possible for me to be here. But I think the teachers who really changed my life are the teachers who are the teachers who walk the talk. You know, the teachers who are amazing in listening, but also are strict in what they are expecting from you. You know, so they're loving, caring in a sense, but at the same time, you know that you cannot cross them. You know that you cannot just play around with them. I mean, there are teachers all over the place. When I was a kid, I had dyslexia. So at one point, one of the teachers, he said, hey, you want to go to as a missionary? Come on. I say, yeah, but I don't have the grades. And he's like, okay, let's see how we can work together, you know? So as I said, I mean, it's difficult to really pinpoint someone. I believe everybody who has been in my life has made me who I am today. So that is what I am. And I love everybody who has been there and who has made me the person who I am. Even the ones who I hated them or got upset about them, you know, I think all of them has had a huge impact in the person who I am today.